Hello, my dear friends. Welcome you all back to Easy Walk to English Grammar. And in this video, we are going to deal with the future perfect tense. This video is a slight deviation from our reported speech series, and it's part of our tense series. After completing one more video in tense series, we'll be moving back to the reported speech series once again. Coming back to our point here, we are going to learn about actions that will be completed by a specific time in the future. To make things clearer, please look into the calendar on the right side of the screen. In the calendar, we took 2nd of September 2024 as our example date. On this date, we speak about the completion of an action. But the completion of the action will happen only on a future date. Are you confused a little? Don't worry, let's look into this matter in detail. Let's move on to the introduction to the future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will have been completed before a certain point in the future. Look at the timeline on the right side. Here we can see a particular she. She is the subject of the sentence. Friends, if you don't know what subject, predicate, or object of a sentence, please do watch two very good videos in our channel Easy Walk to English Grammar. Links are given in the description box below. Now to our point here. The she in this sentence might start and is continuing with her homework at some point of time in the present, and the action is expected to finish before a particular time in the future. In order to refer to such an action, we use future perfect tense. The format means the sentence construction in the future perfect tense is to be done in this way. Subject plus will, have plus past participle of the verb. Friends, if you don't know what past participle is, please do watch the irregular word videos in our channel Easy Walk to English Grammar. Links are given in the description box below. Here, we can move on to learn the future perfect tense with the help of examples. We have already learned that future perfect tense is used to indicate actions that will be completed before a specific time in the future. Now, looking to the example. By the time you arrive, the meeting will have started. By the time you arrive, even though the tense we used here is the simple present tense, the action happens in the future. If you want to know more about this, please do watch the video on immediate future in our channel Easy Walk to English Grammar. Link will be given in the description box. Now to our point here, the meeting will have started. Both the actions, the person's arrival and the starting of the meeting will only be completed at some time in the future. But we speak about these actions in the present. Are you confused once again? Let's take into consideration the clock on the right side. The clock starts to tick from the time that we speak. We speak in the present time. Now, see, the clock stops its ticking here, and this is the point where the meeting started. That point is sometime in the future, and the completion of the first action happened here. The clock once again starts to tick. There is some time in the future when the person, here the person is the you in the sentence, arrive. Here happened the completion of the second action. Now, did you understand that we speak about two actions that will be completed only in the future? And we used the future perfect tense to indicate those actions. If not, we'll deal with one more example. This is the second example, and I hope you remember that we use the future perfect tense to indicate an action that will be completed before a specific future time. Along with that use, we can make use of the future perfect tense for one more purpose. To express certainty that something will happen before another future event. And with the help of this example, we are going to learn both the uses together. She will have graduated by the time we visit next year. In order to understand this rule better, look at the calendar on the right side. As before, we took the 2nd of September 2024 as the example date. We speak this sentence. She will have graduated by the time we visit next year on this date. But the completion of the action will take place only on a future date, and here we took it as 22nd of September 2025. Friends, did you notice? Here we fulfilled two purposes future with the help of the future perfect tense. First one, it helped us to indicate the completion of a future action. It also helped us to indicate the certainty that something will happen before another future event. Here, the another future event is the visit of some people indicated by the we in the sentence. In the first example, also you can see that the starting of the meeting was the first future event to be completed before the second future action, which was the arrival of the person. If you want to get it clearer, pause the video, please, and go back to that example and watch it once again. We have already dealt with the affirmative sentence format of the future perfect tense. Anyway, we'll repeat the format once again here. The format of the affirmative sentences are also called positive sentences, and they are sentences constructed without the words of negations like no, none, never, neither, etc. The format of the affirmative sentences in the future perfect tense is subject plus will have plus past participle. Friends, if you don't know what subject and past participle are, please do watch the subject object complement video and the irregular verb videos in our channel Easy Walk to English Grammar. Links are given in the description box below. Now, look at this example sentence. They will have completed the project by Friday. They is the subject, will have plus the past participle of the verb complete, and that is completed. Here, to the negative sentence construction. He will not have finished his work by the deadline. Subject, he, plus will not have. Not is the negative word added here, plus finished, past participle of the verb finish. Then here to the interrogative sentence construction. Will you have eaten dinner by the time I arrive? Will. We brought the model auxiliary will to the beginning of the sentence. If you want to know more about modal auxiliaries, watch the video Modal Auxiliaries in our channel Easy Walk to English Grammar, and the link is given in the description box. Now to our point here, interrogatives are formed by bringing the modal auxiliaries to the beginning of the sentence. Will plus you. After the modal auxiliary, we have to use the subject plus eaten, the past participle of the verb eat. I hope you understood the sentence constructions in the future perfect tense. Look at the table on the right side of the screen, please. With the help of the table, we'll try to refresh our memory of the rules of the future perfect tense that we have learned recently. We have divided the table into 3 columns and 4 rows on the basis of these example sentences. The first column deals with the main activities that are dealt in the sentences: project, work, and eating dinner. The second column deals with if the actions are completed at the time of speaking or not. The third column deals with if the actions are completed before the specified future time or not. What happens to the first action? Completion of the project. At the time of speaking, it's not completed. The specified future time is Friday and the action is completed before that. They will have completed the project by Friday. The completion of the action is certain there. In the case of the second action, completion of his work, at the time of speaking, the action is not completed. The specific future time is the deadline given here. As it is a negative sentence, it says that the action will not be completed by the deadline. We can sense a degree of certainty even in the negative form here also. In the case of eating dinner, the action is not completed at the time of speaking, and curiously enough, the person who asks a question cannot determine the certainty of the completion of the action. Only the listener can determine if he finishes his dinner or not before the arrival of the speaker. But we used the future perfect tense here to get the certainty in the completion of the action as an answer to the question. Hope you understood. Friends, please do watch the video multiple times until you become thorough with these rules. It will certainly help you to use the future perfect tense easily. Now we can go through a small to-do list. You have to fill in the following 5 questions with the correct forms of the verbs given in the brackets. I'll read the sentences one by one. First sentence. By next year, they dash finish their new house. Second sentence. She dash not submit the report before the meeting. Third sentence. Dash you dash learn French by the time we go to Paris. And it ends with a question mark. It's a question. By 5 p.m., I dash complete my work. Fifth sentence. My cousins dash not arrive by evening. Friends, please be ready with your answers before our next video is published. Answers will be given along with the next video. Here, we are to look into some errors that the ESL learners can make while they deal with the future perfect tense. The first error correction is She will have finished her work by 6 p.m. Could you find the error here? Let's check the correct sentence. She will have finished her work by 6 p.m. Finished. The next incorrect sentence is, will they have ate by the time we arrive? The correction is, will they have eaten by the time we arrive? Eaten. In both these error corrections, we see that ESL learners have a tendency to use some other forms of verbs other than the past participle forms after have. In order to avoid making these mistakes, you have to watch two videos in our channel, Easy Walk to English Grammar. One is using have as the main verb, and the other is using have as the auxiliary verb. Please do watch them. Links are given in the description box. Now, let's check some real-life example where we can make use of the future perfect tense. By the time he reaches the station, the train will have left. Will have left. The future perfect tense. Real-life example 2. They will have lived in the city for 5 years by next January. Will have lived. The future perfect tense. We will go for a quick recap. The future perfect tense describes actions that will be completed before a specific future time. What are the key points to be noticed? The future perfect tense is formed using will have plus past participle. It's used for actions that will be finished before another future event or time. Now let's have a quick recap of the components of the future perfect tense with examples. Subject. You can use I, she, they, he, or any other pronoun or noun. It will be followed by will have. After will have, you can use the past participle form of any verb like finished, gone, written, etc. Friends, try to create sentences in the future perfect tense using the subjects and the verbs given here. Here is a small work for you once again. Write a minimum of 5 sentences using the future perfect tense about your future plans. Include at least one negative and one interrogative sentence. This will help you a lot in achieving proficiency in using the future perfect tense. My dear friends, you have one more to-do list. 1. Give me your valuable suggestions to improve the channel, and feel free to ask me your doubts regarding the channel videos in the comment box below. 2. There are a lot of people familiar to you who like to learn English grammar. Share the video with them and support the channel, please. 3. Please get this video a thumbs up as you found this video useful. 4. Subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't subscribed to it so far, and hit the bell icon and select the option All for a prompt notification of my future videos. The final duty is mine. Thanks a lot for watching the video. See you soon with another useful video. Until then, take care. Bye for now.